small thing can change everything. Welcome to One Small Thing.
Welcome back to One Small Thing with Dr. Caroline. This is the podcast where we explore tiny actions that can make your tomorrow better. And today is the first in a 3-part series that I wanted to talk about on gratitude. And we're starting with something simple but powerful, which is noticing what's already there. Now, most of us spend our day scanning for what's wrong, what's unfinished, what's uncertain, and it is not a personal flaw that we do this. It's actually our biology. Our brain is designed to detect threat. Psychologists call this the negativity bias, and what that means is that negative events are processed more quickly and we remember them more strongly than we do positive ones. It's designed to keep us safe. So even on a day when lots and lots and lots of things go well, it's often the one thing that we find the most difficult moment, and that stays with us. That's the thing that we might ruminate over in the middle of the night. Now, gratitude gently begins to interrupt that cycle. When you start to consciously notice something positive, you're activating neural pathways that are associated with reward and safety. Isn't that cool? I know. It is very cool because over time, repeated attention to positive experiences then starts to strengthen these pathways. And that's a process known as experience-dependent neuroplasticity. In simple terms, what you repeatedly notice becomes what your brain gets better at seeing. So it's like when you buy a car and you were thinking about buying a Kia, and then all of a sudden you start to see Kias all over the place. Or maybe it's a Volkswagen. Same thing. You start to notice things. Now, research shows that even brief daily reflection on positive events improves mood, sleep quality, and overall well-being. There's also evidence that this kind of attention training reduces physiological stress markers because it's seen to shift the nervous system out of constant vigilance. So instead of looking for things that are going to be threatening, you're actually relaxing a little bit. And what this is about is not forced positivity. It's about balancing your perception, allowing your brain to register what's already working, not just what's wrong. So here is my invitation for you today. Before you go to bed tonight, I want you to name one thing that went well, just one. Let yourself pause on it for a few seconds, because that pause is where the brain begins to encode the experience differently. We can teach our brain to think differently. So, my dear listeners and friends out in cyberland, that is your one small thing for this week. Just notice one good thing. And then next week, we're going to have a little chat about how we can turn our gratitude outward. I wish you a wonderful week, free of stress and anxiety and full of joy and maybe a sprinkle of butterflies all over the top. Have a wonderful week. And that's all from One Small Thing with Dr. Caroline. We hope you enjoyed this episode. It's really important to us to bring you something fresh, new, and joyful. Our hope is to be able to sparkle a little bit of joy in your life so that you can walk away today and think, yep, I got it. I can do that. One small thing. Tune in next week for the next small thing. Have a wonderful day.
It's just a whisper, just a spark, but it's the one small thing that clears the dark. Yeah, one small thing can change everything. Welcome to One Small Thing. Welcome to One Small Thing.
That was another edition of One Small Thing with Dr. Caroline. If you enjoyed today's program, subscribe, give us a 5-star rating, and by subscribing, we'll be in your inbox every Friday with another handy tip.